Oh my God, please help me knee deep in the river trying to get clean. He says wash your hands, get out the stains, but you best believe or there's hell to pay. Yeah, you best believe or there's hell to pay. Saying oh my God, please help me waist deep in the river, can you hear my plea? He says son, you come like a beggar in the street. You might make it, boy, but by the skin of your teeth. You might make it, boy, but by the skin of your teeth. Said, I rebel with the worst of them, cut in love with the Harlequin. Saw the darkest hearts of men, and I saw myself staring back again. And I saw myself staring back again. He says it's mine to give, but it's yours to choose. You're gonna sink or swim, you're gonna learn the truth. No matter what you do, you're gonna learn the truth. Say, hit the bread that once was stone, but from a cliff never broke a bone. I gotta get the kings on the throne, and I'm all alone, and the fire grows, and I'm all alone, and the fire grows.
I have with me now another big star, Chris Victor, who played the role of Johnny Lombardo. And let me tell you, you had a very interesting character. You were funny, you were tough, you were downright frightening.
Thank you very much. It was very interesting, Johnny Lombardo, because when I first met Steve to discuss the character, he asked me, what do you think about Johnny having a chocolate bar with him throughout the whole movie? So I had to get a little creative and have a backstory behind, you know, why Johnny would have this chocolate bar.
Yeah, I know. And, you know, we always have to remember when we see premieres, I know I do, I have to catch myself because I never want to give away too much of what goes on. But I have to say that you really surprised me with the changes that you took throughout the movie.
Thank you very much. It was interesting. Because with regard to when Johnny was first introduced, or towards the early part of the film, they actually asked me to whine a little bit. So that actually had to make me think a little bit more, and you know, why is Johnny whining if he's a killer?
That's good. We can tell that you're a good actor because you have the backstory and all that. So go ahead, let me interrupt you.
Yeah. No, and so I had to create a little bit more and justify a lot of my actions. But that made me establish my relationship with Carmine, who's my boss, yes. That we were friends from young. Yeah. So he would be the only person that would allow to talk to me that way. Yeah. But eventually, as you see, as Johnny keeps getting abused by being called fat bastard feed in the chocolate bar, that it became a little bit more from a gangster killer to a little bit more of a psycho killer. So it was fun.
Now let me ask you, you had some scenes, I mean the movie does have a certain amount of violence in it. Yes. And you partook in some of those scenes. How did you feel about that?
It was great because in real life I'm not a violent person at all. So
no, you look easygoing.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so in real life, it's doing something other than myself is I feel like I'm creating as an actor. You know, we're all creating, and it's like a playground.
Yeah, you're stepping outside of yourself.
Yes. And that in itself is worth. I don't know how to put it, but it was worth millions. You know, it's more than a financial payoff. It's very rewarding to create something, especially other than yourself. Yeah,
because actors are artists, and you're an artist, so that you're very happy to be creating, you know? So what else have you done? Have you done anything that we would know about?
Yeah, well, I'm actually in a few projects right now. We have a movie called Back in the Day, which has William DeMeo, Paul Borghese is the director, Alec Baldwin, Michael Madsen, Sharon Dorothy, Mike Tyson. I actually play a referee in the film, in one of William DeMeo's fights, and that was great. It's really
I was on set. I interviewed them for that.
Yeah. Well, I also tend to do some producing as well. I was executive producer on Snitches, as well as an actor. And I'm now doing, with the William DeMeo, a documentary called Cruising 86th Street, which is going to be amazing because I actually, that's not different than me. I actually, in the original Cruising, even though I've later on.
That's with Joe D'Onofrio, too, right? Joe
D'Onofrio's in that, another great actor and friend of mine. So Cruising 86th Street is a documentary. We lived this. Before I had my car, my Delta 88 cruising on 86th Street, I walked with my radio on 86th Street. So I aspire between like age 11, like in 1980 to 1990s, to be like my elders who would cruise 86th Street to meet girls and to get ready before we went out to a club. A lot of fun.
So let me ask you, when you were a kid and somebody called you a snitch, wasn't that a high insult?
It's insulting because in the neighborhood in Brooklyn, there were a lot of gangsters, and if they weren't a real gangster, they were wannabe gangsters. So that's how I grew up. And
there was nothing worse than a snitch.
No.
But you can't trust the snitch.
You can't trust the snitch, and snitches get killed, as you'll see in Snitches.
Don't say anything.
As you may see in Snitches.
You might see or you might not see, we don't know.
But yeah, it's been fun. I've been really able to do what I wanted to do with some limitations,
And let me tell you, being a part of Snitches, you were part of a really great project, and you're really lucky to be part of that. But you're talented, and they were lucky to have you too. So I wish you all the success in the world, Chris.
On that note, Steve Rahman, an amazing director. I call him the actor's director. And Eric Wegner, the co-writer of Snitches, is an amazing actor as well as a writer. And we're working on some other projects. One is called Neverland, and the other one is called Eden, which is it's a film, and Eden's a TV series. There's a lot coming down the line for us. And we also have Devil Within, which is one of the trailers. I'm in that as well. And Run to Pamplona.
Yes, I saw the coming attraction for that. Good.
Oscar Alba's boyfriend in that one.
Good. Well, you're going to be busy, and rightfully so. And I hope all good things happen for you and all the films that you're in.
Thank you very much. Very nice.
You're very welcome. Nice to meet you, too.
We'll see you again.
I have with me now a very lovely lady, Diane Hannah, and she is a professional photographer, and she just saw the premiere of Snitches, and I want to ask her what she thought of Snitches visually, from a professional point of view. What did you think of Snitches?
I thought it was a phenomenal movie. It was the second premiere that I came to. They did some changes. I loved the special effects, and I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah, I loved the way they did the shots in the woods. They had shots in the woods. They had shots in a car. They had shots of some blood and some beating. I mean, they kept up with the fight scenes. Didn't you think that they were on point with everything?
They were very on point. I would love to see it out in the movies. I would see it again.
So see it again. So tell me, Diane, what have you been working on lately?
I worked on Take It Back, and I'm working with Sal right now on Good Friday.
Oh. Well, best of luck with that. I know you're a very busy lady, and I've seen your work. I've seen your pictures, and you do a terrific job yourself. Congratulations to you.
So much. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome. Love you. You're a doll.
Wow, it's like gonna get a seizure over here.
I know my lights are very strong. I have with me John Merolla, and he's going to tell you the name of his character because, quite honestly, I can't pronounce it.
I played Carmine Latassia, an Irish guy, And I'm a psychopathic maniac. I played that part well.
And you played it well, and I don't think it was a big stretch for you, was it?
Not really, no. I actually enjoy playing those parts because it's not the real person who I am. I'm actually really a nice guy.
I know you are. I know you are.
I like to go with out of the box like that and do those type of roles.
Yeah. So how many days of filming did you have on Snitches?
We did about 4 days.
Well, you accomplished a lot in the 4 days.
Yeah. Oh, the director is fantastic. He moves very fast. knows what he's doing, very experienced.
Yeah. That's key.
Rahaman.
Rahaman. Now tell me also, you also have a dinner theater show you're working on. A couple of things quickly. You want to mention what else you're up to?
I do Murder by the Mob. Murder by the Mob is 141 West 38th Street in right off Broadway. And it's a dinner theater show. And it's a riot. You got to come. Everybody should come over to the show. I play Johnny Scodato, the mob boss. We got great cast. We got Peter Gordio in there. He's also acting. It's a great show.
Is that how you met Steve? How did Steve find you?
I met Steve through David Calderazzo. He's another actor. He played one of the cops.
Okay, but you've been acting a long time, so give us an idea, ballpark. How many years have you been acting, John?
I've been acting, believe it or not, only about 5 years.
Really?
I've actually been acting my whole life, but not for money. I have 5 years for money.
Well, you're an actor. Are you a businessman?
I'm also a businessman.
So you're an actor.
That's exactly right.
So do you have a website for the show or your own personal website where somebody can find out more about you?
For the show, you could go to www.murderbythemob.com. You could go to www.thenewyorkmobshow.com. Or if you want to see anything about me, you could go to IMBD, John Merolla, and you can check me out. I mean, it's all the stuff. I do everything. Facebook, John Merolla, whatever you want to do.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Continued success.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm here now with Frank Merlino, and he had a very important role in Snitches. You want to tell us the name of your character, Frank?
Yeah, Alphonse Trapani. I was head of the mob, and I get the money together to go get the snitch. One of my men is a snitch. It turns out they're all snitches.
I know, but you can't say how it turns out. Well, everybody's a snitch in one way or another. But let me ask you this. You know, how does it feel to have a lot of people dislike you? Because honestly, in the movie, you're a dislikable character. I know it's not true in real life, but in the movie, you know, you rub people the wrong way.
Yes. In some of the scenes, after we did it, I felt bad. I asked one of the actresses, "Are you okay? Did I hurt you?" Because you get into the part, and sometimes you don't realize it.
I know. Now let me ask you, are you a father yourself?
Yeah, I'm a father and a grandfather.
Oh, okay. So you know how it is, because you did have kind of a father role in this, didn't you?
Yes, and then my son turns against me.
Well, you can't say too much because people have to see the movie. But you know what? What kid doesn't have a good day, a bad day, here and there? Who knows? So let me ask you some of your acting background. What else have you done lately, Frank?
Oh, I was in a scene in the Good Friday, the mob comedy.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun. I had a good time. I've been mostly TV, Forensic Files Court TV.
Oh, I love all those shows.
And I've done about 9 of Steve's movies.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been with him since
Are you always a mobster?
In 3 of them, I was Don Vito.
Yeah. Because you could also play a judge. I can envision you as a judge or a doctor, don't you think?
Yeah, I've done that.
You got to tell Steve. Oh, you have. I was going to say tell Steve that.
A detective. I played detectives. I love it. I love the act.
Now, how many days did you work on Snitches?
A good 15 days.
Wow, you had a big year. Well, you had a big role, so it took time for you to do that.
Well, we had a good time doing it. The actors, everybody that's in it became friends. And it seems like that's been the way with all our movies that Steve does.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, he has such a nice reputation, and he's just, you know, having one film after another, and that's a good thing that you're involved there.
Well, you know, through the years, you see how he's progressed. The way the camera is, he does everything. He does.
Well, everybody gets better. You know, you learn as you go. You just get better. You know, if you're smart, and apparently he's smart.
Yes. I hope I get better. I'm probably the oldest actor on the set with these guys, but I have a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad that you do, Frank, and thanks for taking the time out from this fabulous after party to come and talk to me for a little bit.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.